Hello and welcome to Beaulieu, home of the National Motor Museum in the glorious New Forest in the south of England. We're here today with Steve to experience what this has to offer us. And we start off here in a monorail. We're here to find out if it is really the best day out in the world.
Two and a half horsepower.
So what are we looking at here?
And max is 2.5 horsepower from 1899.
Would you like one of these?
No.
Then we've got a Fiat 3.5 HP car. The Dion Bouton 6 horsepower. One of the first 5 cars that launched this motor museum in 1952. And yet here we have a 1875 steam Reliant Robin, 3-wheeled, wooden wheels obviously.
I'd like to see Clarkson roll this one over.
The engine looks pretty interesting. Back in the 1870s there was a law passed that meant the speed limit was 4 miles per hour and 2 miles per hour in town for motor vehicles, and a person had to walk in front carrying a red flag. It's amazing cars took off at all in the first place. All that's needed for motor car riding is a hand for steering and a head to restrain one's natural inclination for racing on the public road. Quite right, Automotive Journal, quite right. So, what's this?
Well, I'll say you only get a whoosh with a what sit.
Yeah, but what is it?
Right, so what's it?
It's a Royal Enfield quadricycle, apparently.
Oh, yes.
A 4-wheeled bicycle with an engine. Here is the first example of slick racing tyres seen on a car, which is called the Pennington Autocar from 1896, with a top speed of a massive 40 miles per hour. Okay, here's number plate R2. Wonder where D2 is. Anyway, this is a Kansat Daimler. So this Daimler very much reminds us of a horse-drawn carriage, and it seems to have a couple of street lamps on the front as well. Not sure why. This 1914 Rolls-Royce is absolutely massive. It goes on and on and on and on. Rolls-Royce has always been the same. Even the hand cranks got a leather finish on it.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? Gone from the absolute lack of luxury to some of the seating arrangements you get in modern vehicles. You'd never get a Chesterfield in the back of your car these days, would you?
So, having gone through some retro turn of the century cars, you then move very quickly onto more modern machinery.
Montage of fine gentlemen turrets.
That one's a bit dirty.
van like with a 7-seater touring car. Which is not something you can imagine.
A 7-seater touring car.
Yeah, not something you can imagine flying around Brand, is it? But
Not a joke, by the way. I like the fact that the ladder is in fact made out of wood when it's going to be put against burning buildings. Small design error.
it's used once.
My, what a big hooter. Pretty sure Harry Potter escaped from Voldemort in one of these. This looks a bit like a sewing machine.
Amazing to see this Harris tweed jacket on the hatch, like typical clothing of motorcyclists in the 1930s. It's rather come back in fashion, hasn't it, over the last 5 years or so.
It's definitely going to protect you in the event of an accident. 2 doctors, 1 motorcycle. Not to be confused with other videos on the internet. Difficult to put into words just how big this former land speed record holder Bluebird is. It's absolutely enormous. Glastonbury. Right then, Jack Tucker, let's see what you got.
This is very nice, isn't it?
Theming. We are in Jack Tucker's garage. He's left it in a bit of a state, I'll be honest. Oh, gosh.
He's not even finished working on most of these vehicles either.
That's not gone well.
No.
I tell you what, this exhibit is absolutely first class.
I like that you've got the old shop signage at the top as well, right?
That's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very cool.
I particularly like this beer bottle shaped van here.
It is in fact a beer delivery unit.
Or this orange.
It's a mini.
Sure is.
Orange, you glad you came here to see this?
Look at the size of this.
Human size. Absolutely ridiculous.
How do you sleep in it?
I am not a tall man by any stretch of the imagination.
One of my favourite cars ever, the Sierra Cosworth. 200 horsepower of lovely 80s goodness. And they've parked it next to this Suzuki Swift. Guys, what are you doing? The size of that one, the Street Pilot, it's enormous.
I had an awful thing that was very much like that.
Oh, after a hard morning looking at cars, it's time to get some lunch. Some cafes. Right, we're about to go into Top Gear World. Let's plough on with the visit.
I think Top Gear shows over the years have been one of the things that you just can't miss. And hopefully they bring some of the comedy and some of the vehicles from my favourite shows. We should wait and see. We have the Monorail Robin in the background, which is obviously very nice. And that's not actually the real one, because the real one went up in quite an exceedingly huge fireball. Let's go inside and see what happens.
Some famous and some less than famous names.
From this angle. Oh yes.
What we got?
This is one of the Aristocars.
Is that like an Aristocat?
Like an Aristocat, but just with more wheels. Oh, that's St. Yacht. Am I right? Yes, I'm right.
Someone's watched too much, Dave.
This is what
Some say this exhibition is the best one in the world.
I mean, I think the covering on the seats is possibly the most expensive part of this car.
I think you're right. What is going on with those seats?
I thought they were fish for a second, but no, it's just...
Look at the state of this dashboard. Ugh. Well, that's Top Gear Land done. Let's move on and see the rest of the museum. Get on the slide. Next stop is Palace House, the original home of the Lord of Beaulieu, where you can pop inside and leave your nan and kids outside for a little while. I do like a nice grand staircase. I think it's fair to say the commentary on the paintings in here is quite interesting, talking about ladies, men, and marriages, effeminate boys and everything else. We can't show you them all on the video, but if you come, it's definitely worth a read. Another part of the exhibition is visiting the old Abbey, monastery and the Domus. And Steve's going to explain what a Domus is to us right now.
I haven't got a clue what a domus is, but
Me neither.
I'm sure if I do this, hey Google, what is a domus? And you're going to have the answer fairly soon. Yes, this is.
I didn't mind. I don't know either. Oh. Here's the answer. Domus Conversorum. In the Middle Ages, the Domus Conversorum was the home of the conversi, or lay brothers, who took monastic vows of poverty, chastity, and obedience, but, being illiterate, could not participate in the full religious life of the abbey. And also, now have your wedding here. Down to 44% now.
Here is the entrance to the kitchen.
This isn't the entrance to the kitchen.
No, it's not. I mean, maybe it used to be.
Sign.
Maybe it used to be, but it's definitely not now. What are your thoughts on this historic and religious place?
It does look quite historic.
It does look historic. The bricks are old, can confirm.
I feel we should find out more about this place.
Yes, let's look at more.
Let's go to the lavatorium.
So, religious place. We're going to pop inside the lavatorium now. Quick flip.
There's a lavatorium.
Ah, yes.
It's
You
in
can see the
12th century.
yes. Continues to be a lavatorium to this day. You got caught again. It's quite confusing, isn't it?
Fed up with these lying signs.
I'm just going to go into the parlour and passage to the monks' infirmary. Hold on a second. I didn't hit a wall. And welcome to the Abbey. As you can see, a few of the walls have decayed over the years, and it's not a great deal left.
We've just finished our day at Beaulieu. Thoughts on the day?
I actually really enjoyed it. The Motor Museum in particular was, well, it's the main reason we came here, to be honest. It was really, it was really good. There's a lot of cars.
The interesting thing is there's lots of cars from not only at the early days of cars, but all the way through up to the modern day.
No, and there's a little bit of everything for everybody, isn't there? Motor cars, classic cars,
Motorbikes, racing
yes.
cars, road cars,
Yeah.
Rolls Royces, the full shebang. So
And,
if you like cars, worth a look for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
What about the rest of it?
Monorail was a nice little trip around Beaulieu, but it's getting a bit aged and a bit rickety, and it's not the longest trip in the world.
No.
I think you queued for longer than you actually spent on it.
Indeed, it's nice to get up there and enjoy the view.
But it was, yeah. The rest of the place is very nicely presented. It's a lot of interesting facts about everything. The house is, yeah, the house is fine. It's a house.
It's a house. Nice on the outside, not so nice on the inside, maybe. So all in all, Beaulieu, worth a day out?
Definitely worth a day out. Definitely worth a trip if you're in the area. If you like cars, then yeah, you've definitely got to come because you will love it.
Absolutely.
And I think it's actually quite good value for money, and the food was good. So
Yeah. Good lunch, good cars, good day out. We recommend a day out in Beaulieu. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you liked it, and we'll see you again next time.
Bye.